All right, so we're gonna make ourselves a graffiti wall, street scene, and Maya, import it into Houdini for UVing, and then Substance Painter for painting. So right now I'm going to make myself my wall. So I'll get a cube. Let's get started. So put it here. And remember, I think the cube, if it's 12, no, I mean this. Right now, the height of the object is 12, and I mean the scale of the object is 24, but when you move it, because the centroid's in the middle, anything, this number right here, the scale, half of the scale is gonna put any object on the ground. So that's why it's perfectly on the ground right now. So if right now, if I put in 50 and I put in 25 right here, it'll sit perfectly on the ground. That's just something to know. I'll just get this face right here, and yeah, I'll put it down. All right. So for this, I will I guess I'd rather have this be like a building kind of thing. So oh look, my pivot's over there, so you already know, center the pivot. Let's go like this. I'll go ahead and get this. And something like this. This. Q to quit. And I'll also delete these back faces. Back faces. All right. I also want a door, I think, right? So I'll just make so. Yeah, this will be my door. So I'll select this right here. I'll do a shift right click. We're gonna extract this face. Remember, pivots over here. And this is just gonna be my door. And then we have this. So what would be the best way for me to do this? So I want this to have some thickness, so I'll do a Control E. Push it back. Or we could push it forward. It doesn't depend. If you do end up pushing it back like this to getting whatever shape you want, you could just double click on the faces, go to face normals and reverse normals. And then we have this. I'll go to this. We'll go to this right here. Do quit. And that ain't gonna work. Oh, I know exactly what I have to do. Sorry. Exactly what I have to do. I have to take this, delete it, right? And then I have to do Control E. So I have to make the wall, separate. And then I do my reversing normals. Then if I want this to be a garage door, because that's what I was trying to do, I'll just make myself another cube. Or I could have extracted that face too, but I just do it like this. So I'll go my spacebar, go into this view, press 4 to see through it. I'll go get my vertexes, move this over here. And I'll take this over here. I'll take these bottom faces. And we'll just move this up. All right. So this is our garage door. This is our wall. And with this wall, I'll even like, I don't know, Control E, give it like a little bit of a something like this. And I'll do the same thing over here. And I'll go to vertexes and move this over a bit. I'll go over here, move this over. Cool. This is gonna be my door, so let's look up a door. So we just look at doors. Let's see ourselves a nice okay, so we'll make one like this, sort of kind of dusty. Hey, look, that looks like something we're maybe gonna make. Yeah, I like this door right here. All right, so I'll get this, Control E, pull it out. And I'm going to select this, Control greater than, delete, and I'm just gonna make myself a little window over here real quick. So this, you to quit. Select this face right here, shift right click, extract faces. So now that's a separate face. I do Control E on this door, move it like this, and then I have my little window right here. If we look and press 4, it's one little plane, center the pivot in the middle of this door, sort of. Do a Control E on this because we want our windows to always have thickness. Q to quit. 5. All right. So we have this right here, and I'll also do an edge. Select all the edges, do a little bevel edge on it. Remember, 2 or more. Let's give it a little tight fraction. This will just give it some roundness. Perfect. So we got ourselves a door. Let's make ourselves a handle, get a cylinder. E, I'm gonna hold down J, rotate it. R to scale. Ooh, ooh. Okay, E, hold down J. R to scale. Scale this down. I'll press F to zoom in, like this. We can go over here to poly cylinder. Oh, and check this out, right? Let's say I press 3 to relax this. Well, no, you know what? I'm not gonna do that on this. We'll just do this, and I'll just make this 26 or something like that. Just to give it a few more divisions. And I'll select this, select this, shift right click, do a bevel edge, segments 2 or more, 2, go to the fraction, and we'll keep this like this. And I'll do Control D, pull it out, R to scale, scale it in. Now I go to this, go to vertex, pull this out like that. Go this right here. And I'll just make the rest of this handle, go get myself a cube. Control E, over here, G to repeat the tool. I'll go like this. Vertex, scale this, scale down. Control E. Just trying to make myself a handle, that's all. No big deal because it's not going to be that large. All right. So this, you know what? And this is what I'm saying, right? So if I press 3 to relax this, we can see what it looks like, right? But when we go into substance, it's going to paint things in the faceted mode. It's not going to paint subdivided. But if we wanted to paint something while it's subdivided, this is how we have to do it. We have to shift right click. Oh, no. We have to press 3 to subdivide. Then we do shift right click. Shift right click and you go to smooth. And what that does is that adds those divisions. And for something like this, if I press 1, you see what's happening, right? So if I go to, like, let's say 3 on this, now I press 1, you see how it holds the shape? So 3, 1. Let's see what it looks like in 2. 3, 1. So that's how you subdivide object and you get that like soft, smooth kind of look and substance. So we'll just take this, put it right here. Matter of fact, I'll check this, Control D, scale this down, and I'll just go like this. You know, you could do this a bunch of ways, spend forever on it, but I'll just select it all, and I'll do a combine on this. You know, put it here, art scale, scale it down, spacebar. Go into this view. All right. Cool. We have our door handle. Handle took more than the walls. All right. So we have this right here. We have this. And first of all, let's select this and let's delete the history. So right now we have it's right here. So let's name it door. And our middle mouse button, I'll just bring this out of here. I don't know if it matters or not. Name this door window. No, I'll keep it with the E, just because feeling saucy today, right? And then we have this door handle. Nice. We got ourselves a little door group. Control G, door, GRP, uppercase for organization. Take the center of the pivot, and we can put it right here. So we got ourselves a door, our wall. Let's give this a little bit of beveling, just to get rid of that corner, bevel edge. Let's go to segments. Let's go to 3, right? Looks good, great. Now this right here, this is gonna be like our core, so we're gonna do this, we're gonna make a roll down door. So all this is gonna just be some little indentions in it. So let's make that. So I'll go over here. I think I'll just delete these faces. Take this one, and then we'll go to our shift right click. We're gonna go to insert edge loop, right? And we're gonna click right here. So we see it's going like that. We double click on this, and let's go get 20, right? Computer quit. And now for this, I'll just take every other piece. I could do this, you know, a lot tighter, which I might even do, right? We'll just take every piece, press W, and push it in a little bit. Let's go like this, right? It looks like a corrugated door, but they look a bit wide to me. So I'm going to do Control D and pull this up. Select both of these, shift right click, I'll do a combine. Because remember, if you want to bridge something, it has to be combined first. And then we'll do a bridge. Now that piece in the middle looks ridiculous, so I'll do Control right click and just go, I'm sorry, Shift right click, delete edge. So now we have this, and now I'll just go get these vertexes up here. I'll press W and I'll pull them down. All right. And the reason I did this is all just to do this. All right. Now I'll go over here. I'll put this in our area. And one other thing you can do, just so you know, if you press D for the pivot and you move the pivot to the bottom of the object, right? To the very bottom, and you could zoom in too if you need to. But if this line, and this doesn't matter what object it's on, like right here, and press D again, now you can scale this from the bottom. So any object you want to scale from the bottom and not move it on the floor, that's what you do. So let's go over here, spacebar, push it right there. Great, spacebar, spacebar. So just because, Control E, and I'll just use the move tool, push this backwards, or I can push it forward, doesn't matter. I just like giving objects thickness because I feel like I'm gonna destroy them later. And that's how it works with Houdini. All right, so we have this, cool. What else I put on here? All right, so we need to make a street, so a floor. So I'll get this right here, R to scale this out, scale this right here, and scale. You know what? I think I'll cover this whole grid. I think I will. Just didn't want it too large. So we have this. Let's make a storm drain, right? So we have this. We're going to scale this. So go to this face, go over here. Then also do this, Control D, move this up. I go to E, hold down J, turn it 90 degrees, go over here. So we have both these objects now, select both of them, shift right click, and we'll do a combine. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bridge these faces. So I selected these two faces only. If I press 4, I can see that. And then I do shift right click and do a, where's my bridge? Bridge. And I'll add in more divisions, and I'll go to curve type, and let's go to blend. Thought there was a bend, but I guess it's just blend. 5 to C. It's good to me. And now I'll go over here to my knife tool. No. I'll go to my insert edge loop, double click on this, get 2, and I'll get 4. Select, no, select this way, Q to quit. So now I'm going to select, is this one? Double click, shift, double click. And then I'll press R to scale, and I'll just scale it in a little bit. It ain't working like that, so I'll just go to this one and I'll scale it in, just to give it that little thing that the walls have. I mean, like the storm drains have. So we have this and a little bit smaller, like that. I think that's good. Vertexes down. Nice. Now all I gotta do is put it to the wall, and I don't know, maybe put one here. Now just grab these points. Just also could do the little thing where it bends. I mean, where it comes out. You know what? I think I'll do that. Control D, E, hold down J to get going this way. And then I'll go to vertex. Vertex. Select this. So now I just took the whole piece, have that. I'm gonna select both of these pieces, select them both. So I can just take this one, put it to be right here. Now, these close at all? Now they are close enough. Now select both of them, shift right click, combine. And then I'll go to faces, select this, deselect this, deselect this. So now I just have these faces. And I'll do shift right click and I'll do bridge faces. So they all bridge. Q to quit. Now I have these edges, which are looking whack, shift, double click, and then I'll delete the edge. So now we have this. So vertex, pull that up, bring back the rest of the stuff. Yeah. It's just so we have this. And maybe like it goes down. I don't know. These are small details that make a difference. So, all right, cool. We have that. And then I'll call it, what's this called? Storm drain. Storm drain. And then I'll do control D to like make one more over here. And then I'll do, I guess we'll do a little sidewalk and then be done with it. So take this right here, scale. Well, first I'll make like a little awning type of thing. Now let's make this sidewalk. Take this right here. Sidewalk slab. Cool, right? So we have this, and I'm just going to bevel it, bevel edge, 2 or more, Q to quit, and I'm also gonna go do this, right? I'm gonna show you why in a moment. So I just put some divisions on this, cool. Now I'm just gonna do control D, kind of move this one over here. Select 2 of them, control D. Remember, yeah, let's push these in the ground a bit more. Control D. Control D. And since we're making this off the fly, we can just take this right here, go to vertex, select these, push this over. Same thing with this right here. We can just go to vertex. I could just select the end. Sometimes I like the grid spaced out evenly, but it don't matter for this so much. Go to vertex over here, select all these, and over here, and this. Vertex select. And see, I'm nice with it, you know, that's why I can see through the object, but you know, y'all might need to press 4, but you know, kind of, I'm all right with this 3D stuff. All right, so cool. We have our little scene going right here. We have our wall, we have our sidewalk. There was something else I want to do. I wrote this down. Sign, curb, door. I was gonna do a ladder, but I think I'll do I'll do a sign, right? So to do that, I'll just be simple with it, and I'll just get myself a cylinder. I could model a real street sign, but I'm just gonna do this to speed up the process. So that should be about that size. Looking at the scale of our scene, so we have this right here, and for the sign part, I'll just go ahead and get myself a cube, raise it up, and see how everything's in the center, so it all works. Spacebar, over here. Scale. Sign should be about that big, I'm thinking. Spacebar. F to zoom in on it. Go over here. This would be like a parking sign. Like this. And also select it and then do a bevel to keep that edge. Cool. So we have this. Man, spelling's off. The art's on point. So we have this, and then we have select this right here. We do sign. I don't know. Sign plate. Sign face. Let's do that. Sign face. Select both of these. Control G. Sign. Oh, sign. GRP. Cool. We select this right here. Wall. GRP. I mean wall. Pull this out of the stack. This right here, roll down. Roll down door. You have storm drain. You have sidewalks. Control G. Control G. Sidewalk group and around. All right, let's move the sign. And remember, if you select the object in the group and move up, when you press the up arrow, then we get the stuff. All right, so we have this looking good to me. I think I'm just gonna do this just because it might be easier if it's a little bit smaller. All right, cool. So this is our little scene we got going on. All right, so we select all our objects. We're gonna go to this right here, delete history. And so we have everything here. And what we can do is select all this stuff and do a Control G and do, oh wait. Didn't want the sign in there. So Control G, and then we'll do building. Yeah. Building group. All right. Cool. So this is our scene that we have right here, and we're gonna bring this into Houdini for UVing.